Hi guys and welcome to the circus. So this is going to be the semi-finals of the Koragg Wolzard tournament that I entered a couple days ago. Alright, so this is going to be the start of a new rivalry because this player right here that I faced, which is playing Spike Brothers, is really good, and I worked my butt off just to get over his plays because that what you call it, demonic lord, the grade 3, I forgot the name. All right, but never mind. His grade 3, which is the limit break guy, is really devastating. He is really devastating. He can get 5 attacks that can get over defensives, which is really devastating when he pulls it off. Which is why I'm really careful. I want to be really cautious when I'm dealing him damage because I don't want to give him limit break that early. And thankfully he didn't run what you call it, self damagers. But if he did, it would have been a really different story. I might have just lost like so early, and then might never came back from the game because if you play Spike Brothers, or if you face Spike Brothers, that demonic lord Dudley Emperor, yeah, I got the name right. Alright, that demonic lord Dudley Emperor is really devastating to watch. When you face against it, it's just a matter of like checking 2 defensive triggers or not. I believe that's about it, or having a bunch of PGs because it's really strong. Their units can get over defensive pretty easily because they can just get +5 easily by soul blasting 1 card. And yeah, so here we went first. I don't know, our opponent went first. So he's on his first grade 2 first. All right, so he swings for 7k into my trapezist with a 6k body. We check a 16. We go to 16 with a Alice draw trigger, drawing into a Midnight Bunny, and then that column right there is still 16 because 9 plus 7 16. Now check another draw into a Midnight Invader, and thankfully I didn't draw what would you call it? Thankfully I didn't draw that much because the next draw is a what is it? It's a PG. I didn't have a single PG in hand. That was really good. I'm thankful for that chance that I had, and I rode onto Nitro Juggler. Take note that I rode Nitro Juggler instead of what you call it, Dancing Princess of the Night Sky. The reason is I wanna have assurance that when I use Limit Break, I can replenish my soul really easily just by calling out my soul chargers, instead of just having a Dancing Princess that requires another CB, which is pretty crucial. Now we use our Smiling Presenter that time right there, and then fetch a Dreaming Fortress. Right now our opponent's on a 7k body. I actually wanna take advantage of that. At first, this is my first match against Spikes in this current tournament, so I haven't faced Spikes in a while, so I was really careful on how I play this. But I wanna try to rush and see how it goes because it's a best of 3. By the way, this is gonna be a best of 3 semi-final, so I want to experiment for at first. So I decided to go really aggro here, and then I just called out my my what you call it, my boosters, and maybe bait him into hitting those because I don't want to take too much damage that early. And he got a trigger there. That was really unfortunate for me, but I'm hoping to get a trigger here, which sadly I didn't. Alright, so that backfired a bit, and now he is at 2 damage. But that's when I realized that I can work with that mistake that I did, because I realized there that I don't really want to give him 3 damage that early, because next turn if I deal him just a single damage, he will go limit break and just murder me. So I just realized that that was the right play. At least that's what I understood. Alright, so he rode onto his Dudley Emperor and then swinged with his units into my face. I was hoping he would just hit my back row because I don't know if he knows that having boosters in Pale Moon are really important, and they just if they take out just one of them, just like for example sniping, or maybe I put him up front like this, it will be a really big minus for me, at least in my experience. And thankfully he didn't hit my Skull Juggler. I kind of baited him, but it didn't work. He just pushed damage into making me limit break. But I think he knows that what you call it, Lukier's limit break isn't that devastating, just like unlike his limit break, because our Lukier is just here to fill up our board whenever we need to, and just keep spamming our smiling presenter and fetch out our units that we need. So maybe he knows that, so he wasn't afraid of giving me limit break this early. So yeah, let's just see what happens right here. I don't want to spoil anything. Okay, so I was thinking here and going limit break and just fetching out my Dreamy Fortress in the soul. I mean in my deck to the soul, because you know that's our only way to defend against his limit break. So my game plan here, let me explain. My game plan here is not give him limit break at all. I mean, I will give him limit break technically, but I won't make him use his limit break once in this game, unless I flicked it up. I almost said a bad word there. Alright, so that was my plan here. I'm taking my time and thinking what to call. I was thinking here on I was actually tempted to to use Dream Fortress in this turn, but I realized something, that I have a PG, and if I just give him 1 damage this turn and nothing else, he won't do his limit break, and he only has 3 swings unless he uses his back row grade 1 right there, which is kind of like a tech card. I don't know. I haven't played that much Spike Brothers, so I don't know if that grade 1 is really needed in the list. But if you guys play Spike Brothers, please let me know in the comment section if you really run that grade 1 right there, because it requires a CB too, so it's kind of a iffy card. I don't know the term, but you know, Dudley Emperor requires a CB, and I mean everything else doesn't require CB, right? Except Dudley Emperor. I don't know, but as far as I know, it's not being run. They would just prefer, I don't know, Reckless Express or Vanillas. I don't know. Just leave it down in the comment section. All right, so we use our limit break right here, and as you can see, I called 2 soul charges and soul charge to heal. Oopsie. All right, so with soul charge to heal and a jumping Jill, that was actually really nice. That's fine. Now we use our smiling presenter once again and fetch another Dreamy Fortress into the soul, because we needed that Dreamy Fortress as much as possible. Alright, so I'm thinking here on just multi-attacking, but that would cost me another CB, which is what I need for like the next couple turns, because I want to use limit break again and call my Dreamy Fortress unless I top deck a Trapezes, because we could just scoop in another unit and then call out Dreamy Fortress from soul for free. Right here, I just hoped that I won't get smashed by units, because I only have 1 intercept available right here unless I go multi-attacking, but I don't want to risk that because my soul is not is filled with units that I want to use late game, if that makes sense. Alright, so I just decided here to swing with for his take out his Juggernaut Maximum, because I know he needed that card to to remove a spot on the field and then call 2 more using his Dudley Emperor. So right here, I just took out 1 of his resources so that I won't get punished by it later in the game, and putting him at 3, and then seeing if he doesn't or does run the self damagers will give me information that on what I need to do in the next couple turns. Alright, so right here, I didn't use Midnight Bunny. I want to reserve that for later game purposes if I happen to have another CB available. And right here, he's at 3. If he has self damagers, I will probably lose. I just took the risk here, and he didn't. Alright, so that is actually a really good sign that he doesn't run self damagers, or possibly he didn't drew. I don't know if what you call it, Spike Brothers runs self damagers. He whiffs a heal and gives the power onto his back row. This really caught me off guard actually, because I forgot he has that booster. I forgot the skill of that booster right there behind the Vanguard. So right here, since I saw how it plays, it requires a CB and call another one from the deck for free. I mean, it's not for free, it costs a CB and a soul, but it adds another soul, it adds another unit on board that can burn my PG, and he will burn my PG because his column right there just can't get over defensives because of the trigger. Right here, he takes out my PG, and it really put me in a bad spot because, you know, I'll have less chance to survive if I put him at limit break next turn. He has 2 intercepts, by the way, but I have a Midnight Bunny. I can maybe do a multi-attack if it doesn't check a trigger, or maybe I check a trigger and then put it on behind one of my Skull Jugglers right there. Alright, so I'm actually tempted here to ride onto Sarah, but he's at 3 damage, so I just can't do it. So I know for a fact that he has a PG because he fetched one with what you call it, Mecha Trainer. Yeah, it's Mecha Trainer. All right, so I'm thinking here on doing stuff and riding something, but as you notice there, I top decked a trapeze, meaning I won't need to use my limit break just to call my my Jimmy Fortress right there. I just need to call down my trapezes and scoop in my Skull Juggler and call my my Jimmy Fortress and get him going. Alright, so that way I can still do a little multi-attacking with a CB because I have 2 CBs available. Alright, so my plan here is just to skip ride because I don't need him. I don't need Sarah yet. I will need her later in the game when he's at 5 damage and can't use his limit break. Right here, you can see you can actually see my game plan from here on out against this deck. So I skipped ride and I checked the field. I have all the time in the world to check everything else and make my plan work as much as I can. All right, so he's actually in a pretty good spot. Yeah, he can win. He can win if I just made a single misplay right here. So I just scooped in my Skull Juggler and called out my Dreamy Fortress right here, and then switch places because why not? Alright, so give power to our Vanguard for 21k body and then proceed to battle phase because we don't need to call our Alice and yada yada yada. Alright, so we swing for his intercepts, for his 2 grade 2 vanillas, and then swing with our Vanguard for 21,000 with Midnight Bunny boost. Alright, so I'm hoping for a heal. Nothing there. That's sad, but you know, I will still survive here. He's at limit break, but he can't. The reason is I have Jimmy Fortress. Plus, if I did this move right here, I just called a trapezes. He didn't check a defensive right there. That's really amazing because I can deal him 1 more damage because that way I will put him in a corner and just hope to win next turn. And then right here I call my Jumping Jill for another line of defense because why not? Alright, so I swing for 18,000 onto his Vanguard and deal him the last damage that he needs. He whiffs another heal, thankfully. I'm at 5, he's at 4, he doesn't go off. And then right here, it's really been going in my favor. I am in a really good spot. Next turn, I can just smash his face using Sarah and hopefully get a trigger. And right here, he can't use his limit break. The reason why is that Dudley Emperor, I almost missed the name, Dudley Emperor requires him to hit Vanguard, to attack Vanguard. No, not hit, it's only to attack. He can't attack the Vanguard because I have Jimmy Fortress at 3, meaning he can't do his limit break. That's the power of Jimmy Fortress against this clan. Right here, he checks a PG that is really amazing, but I am just hoping that he didn't draw into a PG because that would be really sad. I'm just hoping like I can get over two two PGs because he only has 1 intercept right here. And then let's see let me show you how Jimmy Fortress works in this game. All right, so he just swings again for Jimmy Fortress. The right there, I think the right play was just hit Jumping Jill, because Jumping Jill is more useful than Jimmy Fortress in this late in the game. The reason is I top deck the heal. The reason is Jumping Jill has a soul has a purpose in the soul, while Jimmy Fortress alone is practically a vanilla grade 9. A grade 9? What the flick? It's just a vanilla grade 2 with a 9k body. That's really bad. So oopsie, I just put a tip there and then just for free. Alright, so I called a grade 3 and another grade 3 replaced, because the reason I replaced my interceptor because I don't have another out aside from this play right here. Because even if I have 2 intercepts, he can just hit my Vanguard. I don't have PG, and he can he can call 2 more units from deck, and then just get over defensives really well. You know, Spike Brothers just gets over defensive really consistently. And then my only hope here is just to hit with everything I got right here, and just hope to hit a trigger to do a free multi-attacking using my Sarah. Alright, so we swing with my Alice boosted because we don't mind that. If we scoop in our Alice, we can just call out a Look here just for free. And then 11k body against 11k body hits. We check a trigger! Thankfully, we checked a trigger in our last Jimmy Fortress in hand. We scoop in our Sarah right there and call out Look here into that other side, because that's the only spot left. Alright, so we check nothing again, and then burn a PG and hoping he doesn't have a third one, because he checked the other one. If he has one round, that's too bad. He has 3 PGs in hand, plus he drive checked 1 earlier. That was really the sign that yeah, I'll lose this. I lose this hard because I don't have intercepts anymore. That was my only way out. I was hoping that he will only have like 1 or 2 PGs in hand, but yeah, that's game. That's basically game. I don't have any other out in this game, and just seeing myself die here, that's the sign that I will need to win the 2 other games in this best of 3 series, and just call 2 more and then give power to that Dudley grade 2 plus 5, gets over defensives again. Right there's just so good. He checks another draw and then gives the power on to the other side. Alright, okay, so right here he just hits me, and then even if I check 2 heals, I will still lose with an anime ending right there, and then we lost. That's too bad, but that was a really good game. On to the next game. Alright, here we go with the second fight of the best of 3 series of the semifinals of Koragg Wolzard's tournament a couple of days ago. And we are about to face the same opponent, of course. And we are now going to use the same deck. The opponent chose to play the same deck as well. We have a choice to play 2 decks, and then just switch whenever you want to. But I want to keep playing with this because I want to test the deck. The limits of this list that I made. And then yeah, we went first. We drew into a pretty decent hand. In the mulligan part, I forgot to mention, I kept my Nitro Juggler because I want to have more intercepts and a Soul Charger. That's really nice, because if I happen to just mulligan out my Nitro Juggler and keep my Dreamy Fortress, I will have less likely chance to fill up my soul. So right here, I just roll onto Midnight Bunny because I don't have anything else to ride. I don't have my trapezes, sadly, and we just passed our turn and then proceed to our opponent's first grade 1 turn. First grade 1 turn, there's no other turn like that. Okay, so he rides onto the Dudley Phantom, I believe, and then yeah, let's proceed here, and then he will swing, check nothing, deal me 1 damage, and the opponent disconnected for some reason there. I don't know why. We drew into a heal. Actually, it's pretty okay because we can ensure that we have a alternate win condition later in the game. You know, our game plan will be the same here. Well, I realized on the first game that my plan here will be the same because it worked out. It just put me in a bad spot because he had 3 PGs in hand. If he had 2 there, I would have won. That's basic. I could have won if he top decks a heal for some reason. I don't know. So, all right. So we are going to ride Dreamy Fortress, call out Dancing Princess, fetch out another Dreamy Fortress, and then proceed to going aggro. Right here, when we go first, we want to deal. My plan here is to just deal the opponent at least 1 or 2 damage on my first battle phase, and then right here it worked out pretty well. So we deal our opponent 2 damage. He won't use those damage until later in the game anyway. And he checks a heal. Unfortunately, he checks a heal early, and that kind of signaled me that I need to do a little bit more aggro on my first grade 3 turn, because I want to keep him at 3 damage and then deny his limit break as much as possible. So right here, we opponent rides onto a 10k vanilla, calls a 9k rear guard over there, puts back the jelly bean, and then fetch. I couldn't catch what he put into his hand. He at least I saw the PG. All right, so he get himself a PG, and then just swing. All right, so he deals me 1 damage, denying my limit break. It doesn't even matter at this point. I just wanted to. I want to have that damage because I have Midnight Bunny. I can do a little multi-attacking and ensure that I can, hit. I checked the draw, but I drew into another heal, which is now it's kind of a bad choice to have. I drew into another Jimmy Fortress. That's actually fine because instead of just limit breaking him out or just calling it with your piece, you can just call it from hand and then it's still the same. So it ensures me that I can do my Jimmy Fortress turn effectively. So yeah. And now I have too much Sarah, so I might as well just call it down. I don't really I don't know why I put too much rears here. Maybe it's because oh yeah, I want to swing on his rear guard and then swing with Sarah because it's a 10k base, and then fetch. I mean, call my what you call it, my Midnight Bunny over there, and maybe just maybe do another multi attacking right here. But at most, I wanna just put him at 3. That's basically. I wanna put him into that spot until I can handle a turn where I can put him at limit break and not get smashed. If that makes sense. Alright, so we just deal him 2 damage this turn, giving him I check a heal right there. That's my 3rd heal. That's pretty okay, but I wanna go limit breaking next turn. I don't know if I will get my limit break next turn though. That was really something kind of bad because I healed that early. I wanna go limit break next turn because that was my game plan. All right, so let's see what our opponent does here, and then let's see if he can possibly deal me 3 damage this turn. I don't know if he will though. That's why that heal there early really ruined my plan. Okay, so he just called 2 intercepts and then just basically hit my units. Right here, he swings for his Vanguard, checks a Reckless Express and a Bracky going down. Nothing there, and then he just wanna swing on my rears. We check a PG there. That's unfortunate. I wanna draw that because it adds a little bit more defense on my part. And then right here, he just hit my Sarah, just because there's nothing else I can hit. Alright, so we draw into a Nitro Juggler, which is pretty nice. A replenishing soul unit. I forgot. Alright, so okay, we are going to call down our Nitro Juggler. We will soul charge something good. We soul charge another PG, and we just wanna keep him at 3 damage because I don't wanna give him limit break. I will get smashed when he gets limit break. Alright, so we are going to deal him I want to keep my other units because I want to have Syra as my finisher. I want to have my Dreamy Fortress in there. I mean, in my hand to ensure that I can do it. I check a draw there. That's really, really good. Into another heal, which is my last heal, by the way. That is so unfortunate, but that's that. I can't do anything about it now. All right, so let's just work with what we have, and then hopefully our plan works this time around, because that's my only ticket out of this situation where I'm up against a very, very aggressive, aggressive, it's not aggressive, very powerful limit break unit. Alright, so he swings at my rear, he swings with Van again. He wanna deny my, I'm guessing he wanna deny my what you call it, limit break too, because you know, he wants to get that he wanna give me more damage so that when he goes for his limit break, he can just kill me. So I will be really careful of that, but I don't have intercepts anymore. Hopefully this is a grade 2. It's not. Alright, so it wasn't a grade 2. That's unfortunate, but I just wanna I'm actually thinking of just passing, because I don't want to give him limit break. I just want to try if I can, like, you know, do my plan effectively this time, because I just don't want him to go limit break. I will die for sure. So right here I will just I'm really tempted to pass here, and I think I did. I know I did. I did these games. Alright, so I just passed. I mean, I just swing with his rear guard, and then take out his rear guard, check a draw into a skull jugger. That's pretty appreciated. I needed a booster anyway. And then right here, we just swing and then pass. That's about it. Alright, so we are going now to the opponent's grade 3 turn again without limit break. This is the as long as he doesn't run the self damagers, I can pretty much do this every time I face a Spike Brother deck. And you can probably do this as well if you're a Pale Moon player as well. This might give you some insight or some ideas on how to play around these types of matches. He checks a heal. That is pretty huge. Now I'm at double heal. The other one whiffs, the other one goes off. He puts me at 5 damage. He will back me into a corner. He wanna get the limit break too, so he just smashed me and then you know, put pressure on me on whether or not I will do my limit break now, or I will let him get his limit break, and then, you know, push me so hard that I can't even breathe. Alright, so we are now at limit break. Our soul is pretty compact, but there are a lot of Dreamy Fortresses in there. I don't want to use Dreamy Fortress now, I believe, but I don't know. Oh no. I wanna push for Dreamy Fortress right now, because I don't have any other choice. I don't have boosters. I don't have soul chargers. Oh, alright. I soul charge a grade 2. So right here I chose to just call a grade 2 1 and 0 in limit break. So my plan here, my plan here was to fetch a starting presenter behind was to fetch a trapezes using my smiling presenter, because I wanna combo it off using my my 2 bunnies right there. And right here we give power to our Vanguard as well as our Jumping Jill right there, putting her a 12k attacker, and fetch ourselves a trapezes. That is the plan right here. I wanna call another unit. What do I call? I call my Dreamy Fortress right there. The plan here was to just scoop in I just wanna scoop in my Dreamy Fortress using my trapezes. My my trapezes. I wanna scoop in my that unit, or just keep him in there just for the sake of having an intercept on board, and then just surviving his limit break this turn. He's not going to use his limit break anyway after I call Dreamy Fortress. That ensures you that he can't use his limit break, because his Vanguard needs to hit the Vanguard. Attacks the Vanguard. So we attack. That was actually a huge misplay. Did you guys see that? That was so stupid of me. That was so stupid of me. I swinged with my Vanguard first rather than hitting with my my jumping Jill. That was a huge misplay. That actually just really cost me the game. Like, what in flicking tarnation am I thinking? I wasted my Dreamy Fortress. I wasted my power gain. I wasted my trapezes and my Midnight Bunny combo right there. I mean, our opponent is not on limit break, but that's not the point. I can survive his limit break even if I put him at limit break because I have Dreamy Fortress and another intercept. This is such a huge misplay. Don't copy me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Even Koragg Wolzard stated that. I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking, bro. Like, why did you just swing? Why did you swing with the Vanguard first instead of just hitting with jumping Jill? Because jumping Jill is a 12k, so we can just hit and then hit over defensive with my look here, putting him at 4 and then giving him more damage and just help you ensure that you can push your opponent without using his limit break. That was such a huge misplay of mine. That was so bad. Right now, I just completely wasted my Dreamy Fortress. If you don't understand what I'm saying right now, I might just lose just because of that flicking huge misplay. That was so bad. That was so bad of me. I might just lose right here. I don't have intercepts. I might just be pushed to put him at limit break, and then just do a little bit of multi-attacking right here and there. I can still, but he ensures that he has a PG in hand. That's about it. And then I might just push him if he doesn't check any defensives at all. Right here we swing for 16 into his face, I believe, because oh shit. I still can't believe I did that misplay. He didn't check a defensive there, thankfully. Now we swing for 16k with our jumping Jill right here and then push him. He checks a defensive right there. That's unfortunate. I can't make a 26k buddy right here. Maybe I can, but I think I can do it using my trapeze and Midnight Bunny combo. Just giving power to look here, but that only adds up to like 6 plus 11, so 17 plus 7 is 24. I need one more trigger to pass here. If I don't check a trigger, that's basically it. That's game. Even though I have 2 intercepts, he could just take out 2 intercepts, use his limit break, and then push for game right there because I only have 1 PG in hand and I have no heals. That is such a bad misplay. I still can't get over it, man. Like, what is wrong with my brain that moment? I was zoning out. I don't know why I zoned out. Like, I forgot that I need to swing with jumping Jill first. Believe me, guys, I was griefing so hard when I was playing here. Holy shit. Alright, so we just swing with our Vanguard, hopefully getting 1 single trigger here. We check a trapezes and we got a trigger. That's pretty cool. We burn a PG right here because he has Mecha Trainer. He can ensure he has a PG right there, and then burn 1. And then right now what I'm thinking here is just I know that he wants to he needs to have empty slots. So what I'm planning here is just to keep his rear guards in there so that he doesn't have units. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have ways to return back units to the deck in order to open up spots for his limit break. But it doesn't. I realized later that it's not gonna work that way. He can just overcall, and then he has Reckless Express right there. You can just promote it, put it back in the deck, and then hit again with his Vanguard, and then have 2 more swings. Right there, he just demote what you call it, the other Dudley Emperor, and overcall a booster or something like that. I forgot that option. He calls down. Yeah, he has everything else. That moment that I saw these two units, you know that you're dead, because he has limit break. He can get over defensive pretty quickly. I only have one PG, two intercepts, and I have no heals. That's basically game. I just wait for my demise and then hear what my Koragg Wolzard has to say with my stupid plays. That really cost me the match right there, the semifinals. But fortunately, this wasn't what you call it, a one a single elimination tournament like before. This is gonna be a double elimination, meaning I still have a chance to to reach the finals once again, and that's what happened. All right, so he is going to use his limit break, obviously, putting a card from hand to soul, CB2, and then calling two more units from deck just like that. And he just swings at my Vanguard. He checks one. He checks number 2, he checks nothing there, and then giving me one damage. He burns my last PG, my only PG in hand. He swings with this Juggernaut Maximum, and I know I don't have heals, so I lose. That's basically it. We lost there. That is so unfortunate, but all's well it ends well. I just tried my best there. That misplay will haunt me. Alright, so I hope you guys learned something there or something. Maybe you cringed a bit, right? Okay, so see you on the next fight.